Reality. Reality receipts.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. And quick little housekeeping note before we get into our episode. Some of you guys pointed out, thankfully, because we had no idea, that there were some political ads being run on our Spotify episodes. And we had always said we thought we had told our producers, well, we don't have producers, but we have a company that puts ads on basically. We do 99% of everything on our own. We do all our own editing. As you guys know, we don't know how to do timestamps yet. So, but they put on these automatic ads. And so we thought we had told them none of this stuff. But apparently, we found an article today that said Spotify has, what is it, like $3 billion deal or something to do ICE ads and Trump ads and all kinds of ads on Spotify, basically. So this comes from higher up than our people. It came through Spotify, and I shared an article in our Instagram story if you want to see if there's a few other streamers besides Spotify also doing it. So basically, we had no idea, and we didn't choose those ads. And thanks for letting us know. I did contact them and ask them to stop that. I don't know, like, I'm surprised that it's not been like a bigger uproar about it, because obviously politics in an ad, even though all these ads are automatic and we don't know necessarily what's on them, those are very polarizing topics that, like, maybe necessarily you don't want on your stuff. So I wouldn't think that's something they just kind of haphazardly throw on everybody's podcast, but apparently that's what they're doing. So
Yeah, it seems like they're just trying to throw them in and hope nobody notices, because who would
yeah.
want to promote that on their podcast? And we want to make it very clear to our listeners that we do not support those views of what the advertisement was advertisement. It's fuck ICE over here. Like we do not support that by any means. And we were actually mortified, livid that it was even in the episode. These weird ass ads, our listeners. So we were actually livid when we got the comments. Somebody was nice enough to DM me and let me know. And we did handle it. We told them we do not support this. We do not want these ads. They assured us that they've been blocked and it shouldn't happen again. But I guess Spotify has a sneaky way of getting some of these ads through. It's not only happening on our podcast, it's happening on a lot of podcasts, but we are making sure and doing our part to
Yes.
make sure that it is not promoting anything like that, because we do not support that. Like, that's crazy that there's even ads like that. Like, that's crazy. Like,
We didn't know that was going on because Ricky's not a podcast listener and I am, but I'm in Canada, and so they do geo target, whatever it's called. So I don't hear any of that stuff. Otherwise, had I heard it on another podcast, I would have been like, oh, I hope that doesn't happen to us. But I hear all these Canadian ads here. So I didn't know that this was a thing until we got your comments today, and then I Googled it, and yeah, it's a huge thing. So thank you for letting us know. Also, speaking of our commenters, I got to shout out Amanda, because someone sent me on the Vile Files episode. They talked about Megan's baby news today, about breaking the news, and she commented, Ricky and Ashley broke the news of the baby a few days ago. Y'all are behind. So
hey, period.
thank you, Amanda. Love it. I don't think we realized till our episode yesterday how many people are not fans of them, and so we love that this is our new crusade that we're on too. Thank you for not liking them as much as we don't. Well, just not liking the way they treat people, I guess. I'm sure they're fine. I don't know. I don't know them, but not liking the way they talk about people. I think they're still continuing to make fun of the pages, but report on their news, because here they are talking about the Megan's baby news, which obviously came from us originally, and then the U.S. Sun, but they're reporting on it, so they're the same as us, basically. We're all the same, doing the same job here, so.
You guys just have bigger ad dollars behind you, that's it.
Yes, and a fancier studio, but yeah, we love that you guys get us, and we have such a good audience. We appreciate you guys. So thank you for the heads up on the ads. So hopefully that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Also, breaking news, we got the Love is Blind reunion looks just dropped. Now, did you notice on that teaser, it appears that they filmed it outside. There was wind going through Megan's hair.
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah.
they do that to them? In I'm assuming Denver, or did they maybe they were like, "We ain't paying to fly these people to Los Angeles. We're coming to Denver." Do you think that's what
I don't
happened?
know because the reunion looks also look outside. I don't
Well,
know.
that's what I'm
I don't
talking
know.
about.
They're trying to
That's
do
what I'm
something
talking about, the
different.
reunion.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the teaser. The teaser, I was like, they look like not in a studio, you
Yeah,
know?
the teaser,
Yeah.
it made it look like they were outside, and now
Yeah.
these photos have all the trees in the background,
Yeah.
so
Looks
and
like a beautiful setting, but yeah, I hope the sound quality and everything's gonna be okay because
yeah.
wind and it's
Yeah.
unpredictable, like, I don't know why one would do such a thing, but okay.
Especially because I think they usually film it after the first drop of episodes or maybe after the second, so October. So they filmed it in October in Denver, which I'm assuming is not very warm, and these girls are in the little gowns and, yeah, messing up their hair, messing up their makeup. They always gotta go rogue and try weird things on these like, just stick with what we like.
Stick with
Give
what you
us
know, bro.
Give
Like
us a studio, no musical performances, just give us, like, 2 hours of the tea, and you don't gotta do nothing fancy like outdoor settings, right?
yeah, yeah. But, I mean, what did you think of their looks? Should we give our little hot take
Yeah.
on their reunion looks?
Yes, well, I mean, there's a lot of them there, so I kinda love that. I know people will probably be like, "Who are some of these people? This is random," but, I mean, given that there's no marriages this season, we obviously need to dive into the side tea a little bit, which was why we had Joe's girlfriend on the pod, and so I like that Casey's there, and maybe not as much Kate, like, there was some drama there, maybe there's some stuff we haven't heard yet, but Kate was the one that Nick said, "I love you too," so she's there, so who's
Okay.
your favorite look for the girls?
Okay, let me see. Let me take a little look-see. Um, listen. I'm actually gonna say just on first glance, I actually really like Casey's look, and I really like Allie's look.
That shocks me because I was thinking Casey did not get the memo with the yellow because everyone else seems to be in like gold and green, like earth tones, and she's in bright yellow, which yellow is our favorite color. So I
Yeah.
love that, but it does feel a bit out of place, right?
It feels very, "Who is this?" Oh, Anton. I was like,
Yeah,
"Who is
he
this?"
looks different.
Uh, he looks very different, he looks very casual. I can see how Casey's dress looks a little casual compared to the other ones, but
hmm
honestly, worst look is freaking Kate and, Madison. They look a mess.
Yeah, it's a little like pageanty maybe, but I know that's kinda what they go for on these events. I think KB and Allie look amazing with the gold. I love a gold dress. They
Yeah.
look I mean, the goblets, it really goes with the theme. Um, yeah, Kate there's a lot of, like, cutouts going on. They look
I don't know.
gorgeous. It's just the
They
dresses.
yes,
We're
the
just talking about the
dresses
dresses.
the
Yeah.
dress. Yeah, the dresses yeah, you're right, actually, what's her name? Casey's dress doesn't go at all. Yeah, I don't know. Kate's dress is very whimsical, I guess,
Mhm.
is how I would describe it. Her
What do
face
you
looks gorgeous. It matches her eyes. Like
Yeah.
she looks great. Like her hair and makeup looks great. Her dress is just awful, guys. It's just awful.
Yeah.
Um,
I
yeah.
like what do you think of Meg? I like the color of Megan's. I just don't know if I like the
Um,
ruching down the middle.
yeah, I guess she's wearing sparkles because she's trying to,
Yes. See, she should have been in the gold dress, right?
Sparkle Megan, she's trying to
Yes.
go with her sparkles. I can see she has a wedge on, which that doesn't go. But,
I love a wedge, but
I
you
know,
do
but
not.
Allie's dress is definitely she's definitely taking the cake. She looks amazing all around,
Uh-huh.
hair, makeup, everything. Calibria looks really nice too. I like her
Yeah.
dress. And her makeup
Jordan.
looks really good.
Jordan's in the full bow tie suit, so he's really
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I see that. I actually really like Nick's look. Jordan is a little too
Yeah.
formal. Edmund, girl, Joe, like, I don't know why we lied to Avery and said we like Joe's mustache because I do not. I don't like Joe's mustache at all. Um,
I like the color of his suit, but then he has like a blue shirt under. But I mean, I'm not the forefront of men's style, so don't
I
I?
think I think the best dressed for the men is definitely Nick. Definitely
Mm,
Nick. I like the
well,
color of Patrick's suit. But the best dress for the men is definitely gotta go to Nick. He did it.
eh,
He did a very nice job. He
yeah,
looks very nice.
yeah, I like Patrick's too, and he looks good too.
Annie's
It
dress
just
is
it's
very nice.
black, so it's like it's hard to stand out. It's kind of plain, but the cutouts is like
Her hair
nicely
looks
placed.
much better. Sorry, guys. Her hair looks much better.
Hmm.
Looks like she's gone a little shorter. I do like the dress.
Yes,
Looking good.
yeah, I think they all look great and also have had all their glow ups we've talked about before because they have had a year and a half between filming and airing, so they've had time to look their best. So I know they're probably excited to show that off and get into all the mess because it's not a
What
lot of love to talk about.
what
So,
do you like Megan's dress? I mean Madison?
Madison. I mean, yeah, I think it's okay. I think it looks
Okay.
nice. It looks good on her.
It looks good on her. It definitely
I
looks
think
good.
that's like very in style right now, the like sheer, right? On the bottom part, because we saw a lot
Yeah.
of that at the Netflix party.
Yeah, I guess. I don't love
You
it.
got your BravoCon dresses ready?
I have so much stuff that, like, I never need to shop ever again.
Perfect. I and yet there's always a good reason to, right? I always find an
Yeah.
excuse to buy something new.
Always a good reason too.
Yes. Well, are you excited for the reunion? I can't believe we have to wait, like, what? Is it only Thursday today? 6 more days? It
Yeah, I'm
feels far away.
excited. I'm excited. We'll see. I wish it was on Sunday. I feel like that's more of an appropriate timeline, but whatever. Who am I?
I agree, especially because I know lots of interviews will be coming, which they can't do until the reunion comes out. So, like, we're looking at a week and a half until we get these interviews. So, I guess maybe they like to give a lot of people won't start it until like the whole thing drops. So, maybe they're trying to give people a week to get all caught up. So, that's your
Yeah.
fault, though. If you didn't start it when it came out, like, we shouldn't have to wait for everybody,
Right, exactly.
but we will.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, any other receipt reports? Anything going on?
No, I think that's it. I know, it's so funny. I know, like, everyone is, like, searching for Megan's baby daddy, and I
Oh,
cannot tell you how many DMs I got of, like, I found him, this is him, this is him, this is him," and I'm like, "Ooh, nope, just another bald guy." Like, but
the
yeah,
amount
we're on the hunt.
The amount of bald men's faces that we have stared at for the last, like, 48 hours, like, Ricky will send me, "Okay, what do you think of this one?" We're like, "Nope, different
What?
eyes, tattoo on the neck." Like, there are a lot of handsome bald men out there, like we said before, so we cannot find this guy. I'm sure she'll post him soon, but
Yeah, mhm,
who knows? He might be, like, a private kind of a person, but
yeah.
yeah, I don't think it's any like, obviously not from the show, probably we aren't even gonna know who this guy is, she'll tag him and it's just some random guy, but we still wanna know. We still are
Yeah,
curious,
we
so
nosy, we nosy.
yes, so at least we know Megan won't be doing Perfect Match. What's your thoughts on the rest? Obviously, Allie, I think, is a front runner.
Uh, I think Allie and I could see Casey doing it too, to be honest.
What about Madison?
I think she would do it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think she would
I
do
th
it, yeah.
I think they must be filming now. We haven't heard any tea yet, but I do know there was like a lot of casting talk at the start of October. So I think it should be filming. So if you're in Mexico, keep your eyes peeled for the any Netflix people. So
Yeah, unless they're
hopefully,
changing the location. Supposedly it's not well, I've been seeing a bunch of things on TikTok that's not like Americans are not supposed to go to Mexico right now. I don't know. There's like
oh,
some conflict going on. So I
oh,
don't
maybe
know if
they,
that's like it's a for real thing or just, propaganda.
yeah. Well, they could come to Canada and film it they should do like a ski chalet season. We got snow here. It'd be very romantic. So,
It'd be
not
very
a lot of
romantic. Snow
bikinis.
is pretty. Snow is pretty. Like on Salt Lake City, like seeing just the snow in the background and like that's like so beautiful.
It is. It's really pretty there. So,
Yeah.
well, speaking of Salt Lake, should we get into our recap of Salt Lake
Yeah.
City? All right.
Yes.
This was a very funny episode. I warned you about all the fart talk, and
Yes.
it happened. So,
Yes. Yes.
Mary, she needs like an Emmy or something because I'm like, is this her real personality or is she just played up on the camera because she's ridiculous and hilarious? So,
Yes, she's so funny. Like,
yeah.
she's so funny, like, and the fact that she was so serious about this fart talk, I was like,
That's why she needs the Emmy because I'm like, who could keep a straight face while scolding your friend about smelling your farts? Like, I don't think I could get through that.
she's like, and it
without
was the dog. It was the dog. It wasn't even me. It was the dog. You should know the difference between a dog's fart and your fart. I eat healthy. My farts don't even stink. Like,
And
what?
how do you know I haven't smelled your farts before?
Yeah, like maybe
Because
I have, and I would never make fun of you for it. It's like, what
I
are we
know.
talking about right now?
Well, before we get into that, the start of the episode, there was a little scene about Heather and Angie talking about Mary being mad at Angie, but nothing really exciting there. We obviously see that more later, but Todd and Bronwyn went for Sundays.
Mm.
I,
He hates her.
right?
Does
You
he
know,
hate her? Does he hate her, Ashley?
I think so. The
Okay.
thing is, I mean, okay, not to give Todd a pass at all because he seems miserable and Bronwyn does not deserve that, but they did like, a lot happened last season with Bronwyn kinda throwing him under the bus, I would say. Remember I explained that
Mm,
situation where she told the girls he cheated on her, and then by the end of the season, it came out that he had, like, been messaging with a coworker, maybe, like, more friendly than he should have, but the way she originally presented it was like he had a full-blown affair with someone. And
okay.
so and it was in, like, the teaser, I think. So for the whole season, it was like, "Fuck Todd," and people were mad at him, right? So
Right.
I imagine he's not the most happy with the show or with the cameras, like, he doesn't wanna be there, and that's clear.
Yes.
So why is she making him film is what I don't understand. Like,
I thought the husbands have to.
oh, yes,
Didn't
they
you
do.
yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
that's where I think that on-camera tension is coming from, where she's like, "Do you want me to have a job? This is my job, so you gotta come and do this shit, or I can't be on the show, and then I don't have my own job," right? So, because yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily that he hates her so much, I think he hates being on the show and being filmed, and he thinks it's so stupid, which he did say,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
when she did cry, he was kind of like, okay, he kinda softened up a bit because I think he was trying to portray, like, "I don't wanna be involved in this," but it was coming across as he's just horrible to her.
Yeah. That's exactly how it came across. He's, like, looking at her like,
Mhm.
basically like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't give a fuck." And it's just such a weird dynamic because she's like, "Oh my god, and then did I tell you this?" And he's like, "Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm." Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if he, like you said, doesn't care about what the fuck she's saying or if he just doesn't care because he doesn't wanna be on camera, but then you
Mhm.
ate the cherry after she just said, "Don't eat the fucking cherry, I like to save it to the end."
Mhm.
And I could see why the husbands would be like, I mean, I see why you would have a supportive husband that's like, "Oh, well, if this is what you wanna do, this is what makes you happy this show, go ahead." But I also see
Mhm.
the husbands, it's like, "We have a shit ton of money. You don't need the income from this. What do you wanna be on this show for?" You know what I mean? We don't need it. All it's doing is bringing drama and chaos into our lives. Like,
Mhm.
fuck this show. Like,
Yeah,
but, I
and
don't know.
as we see later, like, it does affect his job too, which it's like, it's not worth it for him, right, to risk his job, but I think he is there on the camera because he loves her, right? So I think it's
Yeah.
more of like an actions versus words thing, like, if you really didn't like her, you wouldn't do it, right? He's doing it for her, like, begrudgingly, and that's coming across on the camera. So I wish he would think more to, like, this is what they're gonna put on the show. You acting like this, so it's gonna come across a certain way, right? So if you are gonna agree to film, you kinda have to be on your best behavior. And then if you're mad about it, talk about it after. But no matter how Todd feels, eating the cherries was diabolical. Cherry because, he's just not listening to how she feels clearly. I mean, my
Uh-huh.
husband, I think a lot of husbands or just men in general don't really like to hear about all this drama with your friends, right? Like they might tune you
Yeah.
out a little bit, but that's just part of a relationship. They're going to talk about their job or their friends and drama, and you kind of have to indulge that a little bit. But Todd is
Yeah.
like 65, right? So I think I'm not sure if he was married before Bronwyn, but if you've been indulging that like for 30, 40 years, maybe he's just that's how men that are in their 60s are. They're like, I don't want to hear this anymore. So
Yeah, he just couldn't care less. Like, it
yeah.
just looks like he couldn't care less. Like, he's just like,
Hmm.
but it's just like her being so excited, like her being like, oh, and did I tell you? And oh my God. And he's just like,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
don't
that's
think,
what was like hard to watch. But when she cried and when she said, you don't care about my feelings or whatever the hell she said, um, he did say sorry
yeah,
and seemed to like, you
softened
know,
up a little bit.
yeah.
But
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, there is downfalls to dating someone 25 years older than you, and this is obviously one of them. They're not gonna have the patience probably or the same interests as you. And so I don't think I could do that, but maybe there's a lot of good off camera that we're not seeing. But last season it was definitely a topic of like he's not that nice to Bronwyn and what is she doing with him? It comes
Okay.
across as like a father-daughter relationship when he's sort
Yeah.
of scoldy, right? And that's not very romantic. So I don't know how they make the marriage work, but so far they're doing okay, I guess. Because we kind of
Yeah.
thought this season would be Bronwyn divorcing Todd, but not yet. So
How long
maybe
have they been married?
I think did she say it? I want to say it's been a while, like 15 years or 18 years, like more than like it's not just a little. Like her daughter was young when they met. Like
Hmm.
5, I want to say. And now she's like what, 22. So it's been a good
Okay.
chunk of time, but
Okay.
yeah, I think marrying a man in his 40s when you're in your 20s is not that big of a deal, right? 40-year-old still got a little energy and patience and all of that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
60 to Bronwyn's only 39, I think. So
Okay.
that's a huge difference, I think, in what
Yeah.
you have the patience for. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens with them. But then we see Lisa and John have a chat, and they're the same age and sort of having the same communication problems, right?
Yeah. They don't seem like they like each other
No.
at all either. I was like,
That's the thing, right? I'm like, if this is, I don't know how old John is. Let's say they're like 50, right? He clearly feels like kind of over it too, right? So imagine like another 20 years of that. I think, yeah, they just don't seem to like and enjoy their wives, right? Which is sad. I feel like
yeah.
they should be celebrated more, but also I think that happens with anyone. If you spend 20, 30 years with them, you get a little annoyed by them, and that's
Yeah.
showing. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah. It's
like
starting to
how,
make sense why Lisa's such a bitch. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, it's because this is what you're dealing with at home. You're probably not getting it. Like, this
no.
is why you're a fucking asshole to everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think this dynamic works with the like sort of overly emotional, dramatic wife and the very chill, laid back, unemotional husband. But I imagine
Hmm.
at some point it gets very like you feel like you're not getting anything from this person, right? Like they don't meet
Yeah.
you at your level of emotions and all of that. So this is why so many people get divorced, I guess. You kind of
Yeah.
once your kids grow up, you're like, okay, we're not on the same page and we can't stand each other. So hasn't happened to
Yeah.
me yet, but our kids are little still, so we'll see
Yeah.
what happens. But I
Yeah.
can see that, yeah, he seems not enjoying Lisa's antics, right? He's kind of
Mm-mm.
over it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I like how she always mispronounces words too. She said resignated instead of resonated, which is funny. And she loves to say frustrated, so she's got her own
Yes.
language.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm not a fan of Lisa, to be honest. I'm not.
No, it's not a
I'm
good
gonna
season for her. Like, to come in
yeah.
because 'cause you're new and for this to be the first you're seeing of Lisa, it's not a good look. And most people not most, but, like, a lot didn't like her as it was, but this is
Okay.
definitely her worst yet. So,
Okay. Cool.
she
Good
seems to
to know.
be she seems to be starting trouble and then acting like the victim, right? Like, on
Yeah.
blast, and she doesn't really
Yeah.
consider other people, it feels like, so
Yeah.
I'm usually a fan though. Like she's usually one of my favorites because she is more like funny, like merry and lighthearted as well as being this messy person, but it feels like all mess this season. So
Yeah.
then we get into the Mary Angie fart talk and did
Okay.
you
Mary coming on. This is when. Wait. One thing that I noticed in the beginning of the episode, and I don't know if it's just because I am a coffee person, but they threw major shade showing um Angie's quiet little espresso maker and how she was making her coffee. And then is it Heather or Meredith?
wow, the
The
blonde one?
openings. Yes.
Oh, that was Heather.
Heather making her loud ass Keurig coffee, something you probably didn't even notice, but
No,
I noticed because I used to have a Keurig and now I have
I
an
have a
espresso.
Keurig.
Oh my god! And I have an espresso machine, and it's just like
I'm
how
jealous.
loud her Keurig was versus like her little quiet. Like now, Auntie didn't have an espresso machine; it was just like a regular, a fancier coffee machine. It was like.
Uh-huh.
And then her Carrie's like, and
Okay,
how she's like taking out her pod out of like her drawer, and then like Angie's like mixing her. It was just a scene that I noticed, and I was like, the producers are being shady by like the difference in
uh,
how both of these ladies make their coffee. But yeah,
that
Team
reminds me.
Nespresso.
I thank you for saying this because last Christmas we were at a hotel somewhere and they had like an espresso or maybe it was like an espresso machine. So like not as
Nespresso.
fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was good. And I was like to my husband, I need to get
So
one of these. And he's like, you have a
it's
perfectly good Keurig. And then I forgot. So thank you.
You will never go back. Get it on
Uh-huh.
Black Friday because they're 30% off. And this is
Good
like
to know.
not sponsored, you guys.
No,
Sponsored
this
at
is
all.
random.
This is random. But once you have an espresso machine, you will not go back to a Keurig. You will notice the difference. There's just the flavors are better. There it brews with like this nice foamy, creamy, like it's not a foam. Yeah. And actually when you buy your first box, when you buy your first machine, they give you free mugs.
Oh, really?
This is the mugs that they give you 2 of these free and some coffee coasters. This is not sponsored. I
No,
swear. This is and I just happen to be drinking out the mug, but
we
they do
just,
give you, 2 with your first order, so
yeah, we just like to tell you what we like. So I'm just glad
yeah,
you
that is
reminded
cool.
me because I was like, this is so much better. I need to get on this and then forgot. So now I will remember. But
I'll remind you on Black Friday because they always go on
yes.
sale on Black Friday.
Okay, good to know. But did you think that Angie was being shady to Mary? Because I mean, this is why maybe you shouldn't tell people if you fart because Mary brought it up, right? And then they were just kind of making a funny moment out of it, like, oh, let's sit over here and stay away from Mary. Like they were just being silly. Or do you think that was mean?
I think, like, if you're sensitive about your gas, you're obviously telling people because you're sensitive, you don't want one to slip out. So I could see how, if you make one joke, it's like, and then you keep doing it, how it could like hurt your feelings. But
Yeah.
I feel like in that moment, maybe she should have just said, hey, I'm really sensitive about it. So, like, could we like not joke about it?
And I think the 2-on-1 dynamic made it worse, right? Because Bronwyn was
Yeah.
there too. So Angie's like, "Let's sit over here, Bronwyn." So you'd feel, like, very ostracized, right? If it was just her
Yeah.
and Angie, they could maybe joke about it more, but I'm sure
But
she
I
felt
did think it
awkward.
was like I did think it was a silly little fight to bring up or point to bring up. Angie seemed really nervous. I'm like, are you friends with Mary or are you scared of Mary? Because it seems like you're terrified of her. Like you're like
Mhm.
setting out food. You're like, I got you your favorite drink. She's like, don't drink that. That is too much sugar in it. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, I don't know. It seemed very like boss
Yeah.
student dynamic. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think, Mary obviously is not maybe an easy person to be friends with. She said herself, I have like one friend every 20 years. So now I think we kind of see why, like the dynamic where Angie feels like she has to be on her best behavior, but they eventually worked it out. I think that happened after though, right? Or was that this talk? Yeah, because the fart questions or the fart scenes were flashbacks, right? So it was a little
Yeah.
confusing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they decided at the end of the combo to be sisters still. So
Okay.
because yeah, I liked
Yeah.
their dynamic, they're friends, so,
I have a question.
yeah.
Why does Lisa act like Angie is like broke? Like, obviously, Angie's got a big fucking bag. Like, we seen
Yeah,
her throwing black cards. This was the first time I think I've seen her house, which is massive and
mhm,
gorgeous.
yeah.
Why is she acting like this girl is broke?
I don't know because we do see on these shows a lot that someone can look like they have a lot of money, but they
Oh,
don't. So it is
okay.
I'm not
It's
saying
very
this is Angie
deceiving.
at all, but I know Angie's house is for sale, she said, right? Or she's trying to sell it?
Right. She's trying to sell it.
I think Lisa's just being shady, but on the other side of that, there are a lot of people faking wealth on these shows, so maybe Lisa knows something we don't. That would be hard to fake all that though, right? So, like the house, but they do it.
Yeah.
They find a
I
way.
mean,
So,
they do it. Yeah, right. They do it. Like you're renting the house or maybe you're selling the house because you no longer can afford. I don't know, but you're right. You're absolutely right. Like I live in LA, the land of the fake, the land of the
yeah.
flex, the land of the pretend like you got it and
Uh-huh.
be fucking rolling in a Rolls Royce but living under a bridge. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
it's
there's
the
a lot of
land of
that.
the fake here. There's a lot of that here. Yeah.
And on these shows, there's a lot. So
Yeah.
maybe Lisa knows something we don't, and that will end up coming out eventually. It feels like eventually all of these women get arrested or go broke, go bankrupt, something happens. So hopefully
Yeah.
not for Angie, but it is random that Lisa would bring this up. Soup Man was not a thing. Apparently it was Suit Man, which makes more sense, but less exciting. I wanted to know more
Yeah.
about Soup Man, so
And but then to be like, well, what is suit man? And it's like, well, that's nothing either. So, like, why did you bring it up? Now, what I will say about Heather is like, I really do appreciate the fact that like she's not a fake ass bitch. Like, we
mhm,
see her having a conversation with Angie about Lisa in the beginning of the episode, and same, she even on that trip, that first trip in episode 1 when everybody was talking about Lisa, she had Lisa's back. She's like, "Don't talk about her while she's not here."
mhm,
Everything that she said in that conversation with Angie, she tried to say to Lisa during that shopping trip to say, "Hey, you guys are acting the same. You both are going low. You're no better than her." And like Lisa lacks the ability to take accountability. Like she was
mhm.
so victim. It wasn't me. It was her. Then you get defensive and then you start crying and it's woe is me. And she's really just trying to keep it real with you. And she's like, I'm not against you. I'm not against her. I'm trying to make you both see like your wrongdoings in the situation.
Yeah.
And Lisa's like, no, I didn't go low. I didn't say anything. Yes, you did, bitch. Yes, you did. And I know in those moments it's so hard to pinpoint exactly what she said or exactly what she did wrong. But I thought that Heather did a really good job at, like, trying to keep it real with her.
Mhm. Yeah, it was kind of crazy that Lisa couldn't see any wrongdoing in herself and only Angie. Like, that is not realistic, and that's not gonna resolve any problems if you actually
Right.
you have to admit that, "Okay, I could have done this differently, I could have done this better," and that's how we move forward. So Lisa, I don't think she has any interest in moving forward. She clearly doesn't like Angie, and she was getting so upset just for Heather pointing out facts, which was strange 'cause
Putting on her sunglasses, crying, like and then her, like, pulling out the stack of money to, like, pay for her clothes and, like, counting it over and over, then folding it up, then unfolding it. It's like, "Okay, bitch, we get it. You got a stack of hundreds." Like,
but you know what? This happened first season of Real Housewives of New Jersey. Teresa Giudice brought out like thousands of dollars in cash to buy furniture. Cut to she goes to jail for a year, and her husband goes to jail and gets deported because they were doing mortgage fraud allegedly. Oh no, wait, they went to jail. We don't have to say allegedly, but I think it was mortgage fraud and all kinds of things. So they had cash on camera and they had no cash in the bank. So that's a red
I
flag.
think Lisa don't got no money. I think Lisa's the broke one. That's why she's always coming at somebody's finances.
Mhm.
Like, even oh, I could count her she made a comment even in this conversation, I could count her pockets or whatever, it wouldn't take long, and I'm like, I think she's the one that actually don't got no coin.
Yeah, I agree. It's like that protesting too much, right? Like why it's obviously her insecurity is her cash, and so that's what she's pointing out in other people to deflect is what it feels like. So, and I don't like that they can bring up rumors and not explain them to us. Like Suit Man, like if you're going to bring that to camera, give us the context. You have to like finish the thing you start.
The
She does
r
that a lot. Like she kind of throws something out there and then they're like, "Well, back it up." And then she just kind of changes the subject. So,
That's exactly what Heather was like, "Well, then oh, we thought you were saying soup man," and she made it about like, "Oh, we thought you were saying this, not this. Okay, let's stick to the fact that like, what the fuck are
who's
you
the
talking
man?
about? Okay, who's the man?"
Mhm.
And but she did ask. She was like, "Well, who's suit man?" And she was like, "Nobody." And
Yeah.
it's like, "Okay, so you just made that up. So we're just gonna let that rock that you just made something up completely."
It sort of feels like if I was just guessing, maybe Angie was spotted with a man in a suit, but that could be anyone, like her lawyer, her business partner, her whatever, like tax attorney. So I don't know. Suit man we need more details on that, Lisa. But
Mhm.
then we get into Brit with her daughter, which was super hard to watch, very
So sad.
painful.
That was so sad.
I saw Brit sharing some videos today from when her daughter was younger. Like, I am sure it is hard when, because it sounds like she was a great mother till she was 12, right? Everything was fine. So I'm sure it's hard for Brittany to say, like, I did all this for you, but you're only remembering the bad. But that is how it's going to go. You're not going to remember those 12 good years if everything was horrible after that. So she kind of has to accept
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I guess it's like this conversation gave me more of an understanding of the dynamic because I didn't get it at first. But
Hmm.
like when she said like it obviously got to a point where her kids went to go live with their dad. Like they didn't want to live
Yeah.
with their mom anymore. So
Hmm.
I was like, "Oh, wow." Like wow. Like
I
you could tell that it's really affected the daughter. I definitely understand why she has like more of the stance of like, well, if you're involved with somebody, I don't want a relationship with you. It's not to control what you're doing or because she's
mhm.
being a hater. It's because it's like I can't risk like being hurt like that again,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I think it's not common, but does happen a lot where someone might get remarried and that new partner either doesn't like your kids or doesn't want kids or just isn't welcoming to them. And to watch your parent choose that partner over you is devastating. So I totally understand where her daughter's coming from. And you can tell she
Mm,
has a lot of walls up, like not wanting to let Brittany in because she hasn't changed. Like she's got this on and off thing with Jared, who I'm imagining is not really looking to be a stepdad. So I feel bad for her daughter that
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was really sad. It was really tough to watch. And then it's like you have this Jared guy who you're engaged to, and then you're not engaged to. And it's like I could see why the daughter be like, ain't shit changed. Like,
No.
you know, if Jared says fuck us, it's gonna be fuck us. Like right now you just want us because you don't have anything solid with a guy, like, you
Mhm.
know, to focus on. So now you want to focus on your kids. Like
Yeah.
that's really sad and really wild to me.
Yeah. I hope her coming on the show is a good sign, like that they are trying to move forward with the relationship. I am surprised. Like that is a little bit of something you can give credit to Brittany for, or maybe she didn't really have a choice, but I mean she had to film the scene. But to bring that onto camera, knowing, being a bad parent is something not very forgivable and people are going to have a lot of opinions about. So for her to put
Mhm.
that on camera, I'm sure people relate, hopefully not relate to like acting how Brittany does, but these like
Mhm.
parental relationship strains, I'm sure is like relatable to people. So good of her to do that and hopefully she is going to change. But I think she'd have to
Yeah.
get rid of Jared for that change to show and I don't think she's going to do that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they're toxic, but okay, I have a very important question for you. If you were going on a yacht, what is on your preference sheet? What do you gotta have on there?
Okay.
Coffee.
Chocolate chip cookies, coffee. Yes, look at
Yes.
you knowing me. Coffee 100%. If I don't have coffee in the morning, I get a headache. Chocolate chip cookies, fresh baked.
Mhm.
Not like store bought.
No.
Um, let's see. I don't know.
I put
This
you
is
on
a
the
hard
spot. Sorry.
question. This is
I
a
should have
hard
warned you.
question. Okay. How about you? Give me some of yours.
I don't got much. I gotta have prosecco. I love my bubbles. That's all I like to
Okay.
drink if I have a drink.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
bubbles. Perrier. If it ever turns out the Perrier gives you cancer, I'm screwed because I live off that stuff.
Ah! Is
I
that's the sparkling water?
Yeah, but I like the flavored ones. That's not with, like, it's, like, the very gentle flavoring, right, where it doesn't, like,
Mm,
add any sugar. I like the grapefruit
okay.
and the blackberry. Perrier,
Okay.
I go through, like, a whole case a week, like, it's bad. It's just
Okay.
the only thing I
Okay.
drink. Prosecco, Perrier, I'm just full of bubbles, basically, so
Okay. Okay.
and
Okay.
coffee too.
Coffee. Okay.
Uh-huh,
Coffee 100%. Fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. Coca-Cola 100%. Need it. Have to have it.
uh-huh.
Um
The regular Coke.
Regular Coke. Like
I like Coke Zero.
I try not to drink them. Like I won't here's my rule. I don't buy them for my house
Smart.
because I will just go through them. Like I
Uh-huh,
can only get a Coke when I'm like at a restaurant or if I specifically get up and go out of my way to go buy one from the
uh-huh.
liquor store because just drink I know that they're not great for you, but I can't.
If they're in the
not
house,
have them.
it's
If
I
they're in the
can't.
house, I'm like going through, like, I'm gonna go through a 12-pack in like a
Yeah.
day or two. So I just don't buy them. So Coca-Cola, fresh baked hot chocolate chip cookies, coffee, um, and I say those are like gonna be my 3
Yeah.
like must-haves, have to have.
Yeah.
And then like fruit, like
Yeah.
fruit. I really like fruit. So like I
You
like
like
to snack on
mangoes?
fruit. I love mangoes. I
Love
love
mangoes.
grapes, like
Pineapples?
crunchy grape. Love
Tell me you
pineapples.
like pineapple on pizza.
I don't like pineapple. I
No!
can eat it. I don't hate it. Like I
Uh-huh.
will eat it. I don't think it goes on pizza. I'm more of like a classic pepperoni girl.
I gotta go. I
Which
would put
isn't gonna
pineapple in
work out.
everything. Like, if you ever put
Mm.
pineapple in a salad, amazing. A
I'm
quesadilla,
bad.
delicious. Pizza, obviously. I'll
A
put
quesadilla, Ashley? A
I love
quesadilla? I've never heard of that before, actually.
a little chicken, red pepper, pineapple, barbecue sauce.
Okay, and chicken, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe like in a quesadilla, like in a salsa to
Yeah,
eat
a
with the
pineapple
quesadilla.
salsa on a salmon, delicious. I'll
I've had
find
a
a way.
pineapple salsa. I've had it. Yeah, I do. I like fruit. So I would like fresh fruit, like any
Yeah.
type of fruit. I think the only fruit I don't like is like papaya. But
Have you had dragon fruit?
yeah, tastes
Wasn't
like
as good.
nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had
Tastes like
high hopes,
absolutely
and
nothing.
it's not great. It is not great.
Yeah.
So tell us
Yeah.
if you had 3 things to pick, tell us, because I'm curious now of like what
Yeah.
everyone's addictions are. Because yeah,
In your on your preference sheet, if you guys want a luxury yacht, what do you have to have?
yeah, your top 3 things. Because I would die without my Perrier. A Prosecco I could go without. I'm not like a daily Prosecco drinker, even though I want to be.
Okay.
But Perrier though, I couldn't do it. Couldn't live without it. So
Why did Mary say Dom Perignon 2023
oh yeah.
is that? Why did she say it like 5 times? Like she said it like 5 times.
No, you have to go. I'll send you the clip. But Mary, that's her, like, it was a scene, I think from last season or the season before where they
Was
were
it
going
2003 or 2023?
2003. And
Yeah,
so they
2003
actually
Dom Perignon.
asked her this question on Watch What Happens Live. And she's like, that year was made like the best champagne grapes. There was like a heat wave or something bad happened and tons of people died, but the champagne was good. It was not, it was a Mary thing to say. She was like,
Oh,
I mean, that was bad, but the champagne was good. It was really just funny the way she worded it, as everything she
okay.
says is. So, but yeah,
Okay.
apparently that year made really good champagne. So
Okay.
I'm just drinking the like $12 bottle of like Freshenet Prosecco. So I don't know about that, but maybe we could try it one day. I don't know how much
Yeah.
it is. Probably a lot.
Probably a lot. Let's Google it,
Yeah,
actually.
let's find out. But I'm excited to see these ladies get on a yacht because obviously we watched some Below Deck for the first time for you this season because we interviewed Captain Sandy. That's where they're going. They're going on a Below Deck yacht, by the way.
That's what I figured. I was like, this is giving very Beyond Deck.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to watch. Is it not
2000.
much?
Okay. Well, it says at Total Wine it's $250, but I don't know
Oh.
if that's a 2003 because then on right next to it, Cask Cartel 2003 Dom Perignon is $600.
Yeah, mine, see, being in Canada, things are always more here. So it's $351 here. So definitely would be the most expensive bottle I've ever tried. Like on a real like treat, I might get the
Oh,
$60 bottle, but that's a lot.
okay.
So
Yeah, the 250 is actually not a 2003. It's a 2015. So the
oh,
the 2003 one is $600.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we'll be probably not trying that anytime soon, but you never know. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can find it here. Probably order it special or something. One day, maybe
Yeah.
we'll try it. But oh yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah.
try it, but
I'll
I'll try
try
it
it.
for
I'll
you.
try it. I'll
Okay.
try it. I'll try it. I'll try it.
Anyways, I'm excited to see them on this yacht. I think it's going to be full of mess, and Lisa can't run away. So if she,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
gonna
know.
be really good. I'm
Mhm.
excited. And when I see on the preview with the deck crew was like, they're like literally killing each other out there.
It's going to
Yeah,
be
so
entertaining. Well, we saw at the
yeah.
end Bronwyn and more Todd. I kind of am like, stop putting him on screen. He doesn't want to be here. But I don't know if Bronwyn is going on this trip. She wasn't in the preview because she's got this drama going on. She did seem a
Yeah.
little humbled in the scene just because obviously she was bringing out Lisa's troubles, and it's like, so it's fair game for hers to be brought out. But also, like, I agree with her. Has Lisa written all over it? I think Lisa was like, I'm going to get you back. So,
Lisa's fucking shady, bro. Like, if she brought this out, which I don't like, it's kind of crazy because, right, like her and Bronwyn just made up. Like,
mhm,
they basically like, you know, called it,
yeah, like
like
a
they
truce.
waved the truce. They waved the
Mhm.
white flag. So if you wave the white flag and then you did this,
Yeah,
like,
brutal.
I think her husband gave her good advice. Like, it would be so reckless of her to go on this trip because that's all the girls are going to be talking about. It's going to be the topic of conversation. I mean, it's going to be the topic of conversation whether she's there or not.
Mhm.
But definitely shady. Definitely, if it is Lisa, I don't know. But like,
It's
yeah. And like
giving
her
that.
husband being like, this is now affecting my job. This is now affecting. He's like, this is why I told you not to be on this fucking
Yeah,
show.
I know, right? It's just kind of proving him right. And I think, I hope, like, we have seen Whitney's husband lost his job over stuff they did on the show. So, like, it does happen. It's
Oof.
very,
Oof.
yeah, that's why
Okay.
they're in the position they're in now, like, where she had to do the business. And it's,
Mm.
yeah, I could see that happening. If you have a very serious, like, corporate type job where you're in charge of people's money and their livelihoods and stuff, they don't really want to see you on a stripper pole, or your wife is charged with fraud type thing. So I
Yeah.
get, I
Yeah.
get why
I
that's
get
not
it.
great. I think that's why on,
Yeah.
like, Love is Blind and all of these other shows we watch, we don't get a lot of good men with good jobs because you can't really risk your job by acting a fool on TV. So we get the unemployed actors and watch
Yeah.
guys and all kinds of weird things. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm excited to see the yacht trip next week. Do you want to
Yeah.
do Potomac now or do the ad? What do you think?
What do you think we have time?
Well, I got 20 minutes, so we could probably quickly do Potomac now, and then do the
Okay.
ad. We could do the ad quickly tonight, if oh, and do
Yeah.
maps too. If okay, okay, we'll get
Yeah.
into Potomac season 10, episode 3. What did you think about this episode? Did you like it?
I like it. I like Potomac.
Hmm.
I am really enjoying it. Yes.
They're fun ladies, and like I said, they're very not professionals, but they know how to get the
I
drama going. So
and a lot. So you remember the dress I wore to the Netflix event?
yes.
And you were like you really liked it, and I told you it's my friend's brand.
Hmm.
Wendy was wearing a lot of outfits from my friend's brand on this
What?
episode, and I kept noticing them,
Are you
obviously, because I
serious?
know her designs.
Uh huh.
And I kept texting her like, "Oh, I see your designs on Potomac. I see your designs
That's
on
so
Potomac."
cool.
So yeah,
Did,
so it's called LA Let's Gay. If anybody is like wondering or interested, sorry, wait, hold on.
does
ELLAE
mhm.
LISQUE. So LA Let's Gay. So yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
this was one of them.
I love it. I was gonna say she's got the
And
leg showing again. I love her. Last time we
yeah,
saw her, it was
and then the purple two-piece outfit that she was wearing when she talked to Kiarna, is that how you
uh-huh.
pronounce her name?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they had their little chat and she was wearing that purple two-piece.
Uh-huh.
That was one of her designs as well.
Oh, that's so cool. Does she like tag
Yeah.
her and stuff, or no? Because she like buys them, or is it like a
I don't know.
collaboration?
I don't know. I don't know if like a stylist is like giving them to her
Oh,
or
right, right.
what.
Yeah, I just
But
learned
yeah.
how that all worked actually because I can't remember who. Someone was on a two teas in a pod and they were talking about like buying, like paying for a stylist, and then you like pay the fee of the stylist and then they pull the looks for you. So you're not like buying the
Yeah.
dresses. So I didn't
Yeah.
know how that all worked. So
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, this is one of the one. This wasn't one of her dresses. I thought it was because she has a very similar one, but it's a short dress, not a long
uh-huh.
dress. But I was trying to look on Wendy's page to see if she like posted in any of them and if she tagged her, but
Hmm.
I don't see them. But yeah, instantly recognized it. I was like, oh my
That's so
god, those
cool.
are Maxie's designs. Go girl.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Ricky's dress from the Netflix party, check it out on our Instagram because she looked
Yeah.
amazing. It was like the multicolored flowers. It was so pretty. So your friend
Yeah,
does
very
good work.
yeah.
Yes, and there has been news about Wendy with the whole allegations, we'll say. She says that the arrest that the police did was illegal and that it was what's the word? It says all the evidence they found when they arrested her should be suppressed because it was an unlawful search and seizure. It was
Mm,
unlawful interception, and that everything basically in their case should be dismissed because it was illegal. So, this is what her lawyer is claiming right now. It's not been to court yet or anything, obviously. So, we don't know how that's going to go, but that's her response to the lawsuit. So,
okay.
yes, that's the newest
Okay.
update on Wendy, but this obviously happened back in the spring. So we're just enjoying Wendy on here for now.
Uh,
Kiarna and Wendy have a little meetup and talk about how Kiarna feels like Wendy is just TV friends. Like on camera, she's super supportive and defending her. Off camera, I guess, just doesn't pay her any attention. And what was with Wendy's laugh?
I don't know. I
I was
thought
so
it was
lost.
like I was so lost, but also Kiarna's getting on my nerves. Like
Yeah.
at first I was like, "Oh, okay, like she has some valid arguments." But now it seems like she's just being nitpicky and just kind of like expecting too much from a friend. Like, you know what I mean? I
Hmm.
don't think that Wendy is like intentionally like being malicious. I think that she's just taking things super personal. And I
Yeah.
thought that the laugh was like a joke at first. Like I genuinely thought it was a joke. Especially because they walked off and, like, hugged each other, but then they're, like, flipping each other off, so I'm like, "Wait, are we joking? Are we serious? Like,
Right?
what's going on here?"
I thought the laugh was giving like Andreina from Love Island USA. You know how she was like had this like crazy awkward laugh. I was like, I just never heard Wendy laugh like that before. I didn't know if
Yeah.
she was joking or if they were cool. I was very
Like,
confused.
I was so confused because like, they're flipping each other off, but then, like, when they walked off, they, like, you know, and it was almost, like, playful, like, "Get off me, like, get off me, girl," but
Yeah.
then I'm like then when they seen each other at the little Grand Prix thing, it was like, no, it was smoke, so, I don't know, Kiarna, I think after that whole thing with, what's the new friend that has the cute husband and they
Angel.
have Angel.
Hmm.
After seeing that, like, Kiarna, like, went like, already apologized to Angel for saying chin checked and then went back and said, "Actually, no, I didn't say it," and
Yeah.
then now again saying, "No, no, I did say it." I don't know, I'm side-eyeing Kiarna a little bit. I think she's gorgeous and she's so beautiful, but
Hmm.
I don't know if she's just trying to, like, bring the drama
Yeah.
but that's I'm like, "You're annoying me," like, because 'cause you're being fake with Angel, and now you have all these requirements of Wendy, but you're not really being the best friend to Angel, so how can you even have anything to say about you know what I mean? And then, I don't know, she's just doing a lot.
Yeah, I mean, for her to admit to Angel she said it and then like off camera backtrack on that and be like, I didn't say it is crazy. Like, it's on camera that she said it in the first place, and then she admitted to it, and then now she was trying to take it back again, which is
Yeah, but
wild.
also, like, to the rest of the girls' point, like, Wendy not Wendy, Angel, you were at your energy at the store that day was like, well, if she did say that, like, I'm gonna have a problem with that because I don't
Hmm.
use that type of language. And I get it. Like in a moment, you're heated,
Hmm.
you have emotions about it, and then you calm down. But it's not like this just happened. Like this has been a topic that you've had time to hear about and calm down and have your emotions about it. So I felt like that was a cop out. Like it's
Hmm.
not like this is brand new information that you're hearing for the first time. You heard it initially. She apologized. Now you're re-mad about it at the store because
Yeah.
she's saying she didn't say it. The girls are telling you she did say it. And then the next day at the damn Grand Prix thing, you're like, oh, no, no, it's fine. Like, it's fine. So which one is it? Is it
Yeah.
fine or is it not fine?
I know, it's very confusing. They keep like that's why I don't like when they have these off-camera conversations, right? Because whenever obviously Kiarna took it back to Angel, we didn't see that, and so it's just like stick to what you did on camera because that's what we're following along with. So, um, Giselle has a new man. They pointed out this
Yeah.
NFL guy. I looked him up.
Yeah.
His name's Sean Springs. He got 4
Yeah.
kids. He used to play for the
Okay.
Patriots.
Okay.
So good for her. What do you think of her style?
Yeah.
They were making fun of
I
it.
hate it.
Oh,
I
okay.
hate it. I hate it. I think it's terrible.
I was like, it's not
It's
that bad.
terrible. No, it's terrible. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought it was so funny that they were covering up his face, but then like had his name like blatantly on her screen when
I
she was
know,
looking him
right?
up. Like, okay, girl, we're just gonna look it up. But I agree that her I mean, if she got a new man, cool for her. I think Giselle is beautiful.
Uh-huh.
I think she's a really, really good looking lady. But I hate her style. That the flower was just like very. You see how everybody else like very
Yeah.
like very elegant, and hers just came off like very cheap looking and like
Yeah.
not
Little like
cute
loud and busy and not
and and
classy.
and not classy and just yeah cheap. Like it just looks cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Oh,
It
we
looks like one of those things that the nothing bundt cakes, how they put a flower in the middle. Have you ever had a
no.
nothing bundt cake? But nothing
No.
but cake, like they sell bundt cakes and then they'll put like a little flower in the middle. Looks like she took that shit and stuck it right on her head.
I don't think I've ever had a bundt cake before.
Oh
I
my
need
god,
to
you guys
try 'em.
don't have nothing but cakes out there?
No, maybe
You
we
need
do.
to
I've
just
just never heard of it.
no, it's like such a big store.
What? Oh, it's a
So
store?
no, it's like it's called Nothing Bundt Cakes. Like, see?
I like the name. That's very cute. But no, I've never heard of it.
Yeah,
Never
you've
had one
never
of
heard
those.
of Nothing? Yeah, Nothing Bundt Cakes. It's like a cake store. See?
That does
So
look
that's the
like her
little flower
flower.
that they
That's exactly where she got it from, I think.
yeah, so yeah, I do think she dresses a little tacky, but at least she's gorgeous, so.
Yeah, she can get away with it, I guess. What do you think of Tia's kids? Are they a little rude or
They're rude and they're, spicy. I mean, I get it. Teenagers are a little feisty. They're a little, you
Uh-huh.
know, they fight with each other. So I don't think it was anything too crazy. I'm like, oh, she's got some strict kids. She said she's going to have 5 kids over. No, I didn't say I was going to have 5 kids over. Like, why do you care if I have 5? But I think it's just like sibling rivalry. I think it's so
Yeah.
cute.
I know it's such a hard
Yeah.
thing as a parent because you want them to like listen to you and be respectful, but then you also want them to have a voice and stand up for themselves and like be comfortable to have authority. But then that can be hard on your life as a parent. So it seems
Yeah,
like,
like, when she said, like, you want them to stand up for themselves, but, like, not against you, it's like,
yeah,
yeah, like, yeah, like,
exactly.
stand up for yourself, but don't fucking talk back to
Yeah,
me, like, the fuck? Like, no, that's not what I mean when I say stand up for yourself. You shush when I say
right.
something, like
Yeah, you're like, question the world and like why things are, but then you tell them something and they question you. It's like, not me. No, no. What I say
no, no, no,
goes, but
no, no,
other
no, no,
things.
what I say is law.
Yeah, no questions are allowed here. But, when you grow up, then be like that. So it's tricky.
Yeah.
But I haven't, because I think her kids are what, teenagers or like preteens?
Yeah, they're in
Yeah.
their teens, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't quite got there yet. So I'm sure that's exactly what it's going to be like. And I'm scared. But so far, we're not there yet, thankfully. But they are planning a trip. Where do they keep saying they're going? Because I feel like I didn't, we're not good with geography here. So,
No, I even missed it, and I think because we're watching so many shows, and I think that at Salt Lake they're going to an island too. So I'm
yes.
confusing which islands that
Yeah,
they're
because
going to. But
they're
it
not
looks I mean, they're going on a trip. It looks like it's gonna be nice.
yeah,
It's
they're
gonna be
not
a lot of
going to New
fighting.
Orleans, right? She was talking about a previous
An
trip there.
island. Yeah,
Right.
I thought
Okay.
yeah, they're going on an island, I thought. So that should be fun.
Yeah, I know they, like, mentioned the island, but I didn't think I had heard of it before, so wait, I thought we
Yeah.
were supposed to see Monique back on this episode, and we did not see her, right? They showed it last time
No.
in the preview. This time, nothing. Or did
Yeah, maybe it was on on the preview of like
the
coming
rest yeah.
this season. What did you think of? Because Stacy and Kiarna kind of got into it this
Yeah.
episode on the bus and at the table. Kiarna came out. Kiarna hosted an event at her
Yes.
house.
Greg
She
was
invited
there.
everybody. Greg was there. This is my first time seeing Greg. It seemed okay. Nobody seemed to have too much smoke for him. Stacy was trying to get all up in the business.
Mm-hmm.
trying to find out, you live here? Does she live there? You guys live separate? I feel her.
Yeah.
She's like, these bitches are all in my business. I'm about to get their tea too.
Yeah.
Um,
Good for her.
and
Finally, like,
so
getting in on
wait,
it too.
can I ask you something that happened earlier in the episode? It was a small moment, but her daughter was like practicing for a pageant, and then she like got her ass up and like walked, and her friend was like, "Okay, sit down."
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
girl, this is not about you.
No, she definitely seems like that kind of mom, I think. Like, she obviously annoys all of these girls, but sometimes, like I said last time, I feel bad for her because they do seem to pile on. But
They
then
do pile
sometimes
on.
she does
They
stuff, and you're
pile on.
like, okay, I kind of get it. So, what did
Yeah,
you think
she
of
piles on.
Greg passing out all the cash?
Did he just give it to Kiarna, or he gave it to all the girls?
Oh, I thought he was giving it to everybody. It was only to
Yeah,
her?
I thought it was all of them, but then when I I only visibly remember seeing him
Oh, that
only
makes
give
more
it to
sense. Because
Kiarna.
I was
Yeah,
like,
he gave it to
damn, he's
Kiarna.
really trying to get them on his good side. 'Cause
Yeah,
okay, that makes more
yeah,
sense. Yeah.
yeah. So it was like Kiarna was having smoke for Wendy because she's like, oh, she basically isn't it needs to outshine everyone,
Mhm.
and then had no smoke for Angel. They kind of seem to just have each other's back, even though they have a discrepancy. And now Angel has a problem with Wendy,
Mhm.
and I feel like that just stemmed from Kiarna's argument with Wendy. But
Yeah.
again, I think that Angel is being a little fake in this
Yeah.
situation. Like, she's not keeping it real. Now all of a sudden you don't like Wendy because what? No, you don't like Wendy because Kiarna doesn't like Wendy, and they're calling you out on a behavior, which
Yeah.
the behavior was fake. Like, call it as you want. And I don't know how the hell Stacy got into it. Like, she somehow got into the mix, and now Kiarna and Stacy are having
Yeah.
a debacle.
Right? And it's like, finally, this is not about you, Stacy. Like, stay out of it. Why are you trying to get
Mhm.
into the mess that's not yours? Like, she can't help herself. But do you think Angel should have? Because it was kind of awkward to see her at the store go off about Kiarna saying that she did chin check her. And then now, in front of all the girls, it was like not a peep. So you think she should have given her feelings more?
I think she should have given her feelings more and let the girls know, like, oh, like, we yeah, like, I think she should have had the same energy, like, yeah, like, did you say it or did you not? Like,
Hmm.
because you said it, Giselle told me you said it, then you apologized for it, and it could have been the end of it right there,
Yeah.
because she gracefully accepted her apology, didn't make a
Hmm.
big deal about it. Why it even got brought up again, I'm not sure, to, like, then go back and say, "Actually, no, I didn't say it,"
Yeah.
and then, "No, I did say it, I'm gonna apologize again." I feel like Angel should have definitely been like, "Did you say it or did you not?" Because if you said it, it's an issue. If you didn't say it, then okay, then I believe you. Which one is it?
Hmm.
But for Kiarna to be like, "Well, I hope that this is the last conversation you have about it," and she
Yeah.
was like, and how the girls were like, "Oh,
That's
that
chin checking.
you did you did like I think
Now you
like
are chin
obviously
check.
yeah, now you happen to check, because it's like that's what it is. When a motherfucker puts you in your place and you just shut the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
But when you say chin check, it's like an actual action. That's
Hmm.
what the term means.
Hmm.
Obviously, we all know that she didn't actually physically
Yeah.
touch her, but if
Hmm.
we're talking about chin checking, like she basically told you, don't bring it up again, and you were like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's a chin. That is a chin check.
Yeah,
So
and for her in front of all the girls at that store to bring up Kiarna's getting, like, physically hurt last time, like, she went a little dirty in front of everyone, and then at the table was all like, "Oh, it's fine, like, no big deal." So that was
fake,
weird. Yeah, that's
fake,
not what you're on the
fake.
show to do. You gotta confront your problems head on and address it with the person, because 'cause they're really doing a
Fake.
lot of behind each other's backs talking about it, and I can't believe Angel didn't call her out more to say, like, "You literally told me it didn't happen again, and now you're saying it did happen." So, for Kiarna to be the one to say, like, "We're not talking about this anymore," is weird, because Angel didn't actually do anything wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then because Kiarna's mad at Wendy, she just put the smoke towards Wendy because she knew that Kiarna was going to latch on to that and like kind of forget about their little spat.
Mhm.
And Wendy did try and bring up the fact where what happened with Kiarna, because, obviously this is my first season
Yeah.
watching, but where something got physical.
I don't know if I saw that one because remember I haven't watched for a couple of years. I
Oh,
think
okay.
yeah, I think it happened
Somebody let
not
us
last
know in the
season.
comments. Yeah,
Yeah,
let
I
us know in the
reckon
comments what happened there.
I'm sure like once I've seen lots of clips of stuff happening, but yeah, I don't
123.
know.
We could
I
just let our audience
yeah.
tell us,
Okay.
and because it's like 2:15, so,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you
oh.
guys catch us up on what happened there because I can't remember. I don't think when I last watched it, I don't think Kiarna was on it. This was when Ashley was with Michael, so I don't remember. So either I don't remember or I didn't see that season. So let us know. Fill
Yeah.
us in,
Let
please.
us
Yes.
let us know, because
We need
obviously
the
it was a
lore.
point. We need the lore, and it was a point of contention when, and again, why is it a problem when Stacy says it, but then Wendy just said it too? Wendy, like Angel actually said it in a negative way,
Hmm.
bringing up this physical thing that happened, but when Stacy alluded to it, it was like, oh my God, too far, low blow, which
Yeah.
I didn't even think, all Stacy said was, oh, are you going to chin check me? You would be the one to. So now I'm like, wait, did Kiarna get assaulted or she assaulted someone? Because that would be a low blow if, in that regard, if
Yeah.
she
If
assaulted
she
someone, not if,
assaulted
but
someone,
it looked like from the clip that she was
she
the one
got the
that got
head
assaulted.
injury.
So I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm like, why now all of a sudden, oh, Stacey, oh, she went too low. Like, oh my God. Now I like Stacey because she's not no punk ass, weak ass bitch. Like, she really does like stand up to these women. She holds her own. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
She might be like a little messy boots, but I think she's entertaining, and she's bringing the most drama this season so far. So
Yeah, and I think, like you said, other people said the same thing she did, and they didn't do much about it. But it's like it's Stacy, so they all are fine to like pick on her or get mad at her because they're like, who cares? It's just Stacy, right? Which is not
yeah,
fair.
Ashley really doesn't like Stacey. Ashley has
Hmm.
so much smoke for Stacey. Kiarna has so much smoke for Wendy. Both seem unwarranted.
Yeah,
So, and then now Kiarna has smoke for Stacey, because we hear her say, "I'm done with Stacey."
yeah.
Like, okay, girl.
Well, I'm excited to see you next week, and maybe Monique will be back then. Because yeah, I thought that was this episode, but I guess it's delayed a little more. So excited for that. Yeah, we'll be back. We're gonna do obviously the Love Is Blind reunion next week. We got lots of Love Is Blind content out right now. If you like that show, we're gonna try Married at First Sight because it's now on Peacock. So I think this is like Peacock's little attempt to get into the Love Is Blind world because it's the same producers that do Love Is Blind do Married at First Sight. So this is Peacock's attempt at it. And apparently they got like a pregnancy thing on there too. So it's going to be very Love Is Blind messiness. So we're excited
Okay.
to break our virginity and watch that one because I always
Yes.
hear it's such a disaster, but I just never really get into the Lifetime and all those shows. But it's on
Same.
Peacock, so we're gonna give it a shot.
Yeah. Yeah. We're
Yeah.
gonna give it a shot.
Any other thoughts before we go?
Nope, that's it. We'll see you guys later for Married at First
Bye
Sight.
guys.
Bye, guys.